Bro, is my shit muted the whole time? You have to be joking. You're a woman. My apologies, friends. I did. Oh my god.
She could easily just...
Above you, there forms a quilt of their cloud shadow.
Have I told you how they discovered this place? No, they're in Sealindian, Isala. I'm guessing you don't know then. Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you. Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in pursuit? Oh? Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up. Well, technically speaking, good. What?
There was a touch of discomfort. She nods.
Wrong. I couldn't care less.
Our tenant, the policeman. Nay,
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
this is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other. Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Help the storm clouds gather on the horizon. There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too. As you look at the floorboard, the edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below. Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside this. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example. The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Our tenant, the policeman, damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either. Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She has a gun.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here. She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
I cleaned it, like I always do. No,
The truth, sire.
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself. She tried not to let it show. But I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines. But this time she mostly stayed in her room. How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun. Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset. She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself, the way some people do. Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieu she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Yes, it's going to be too much work for you to find her. Better for you to stay here, get a nice cozy fire going in the heater.
The Feld electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her. She's a good girl.
I don't think so. Mrs. Kenapa masih di sini sih ini orang?
You see, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Feld electrical that in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Reverse, right?
The once bright mural. The once bright mural towers above you, saying, suddenly, all is quiet. There is no cold hand. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We've already talked to the cryptozoologists. Working with them might give us a good excuse to run around, give us some structure. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, displays. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Hello again. No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
He's telling the truth.
Interesting.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is up. Calling. Still someone.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity. No, what you are is a surprise. Get his wife on the phone.
No, but I got a feeling Al Kick Your Ass is gonna make an appearance if you ever call this number again. Have a good
Phone hang disconnected. Calling. Still.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work. Tethys. Hey! You're not Tethys.
Disconnect.
Yeah, sorry, Kim.
An old door, worn by element.
It's minute. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast.
How the fuck am I supposed to open that? Along the coast. Where is she even hiding? Strange, I guess. Who's Renee?
Yes, what is it?
The shed.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean. Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks here. No,
Just no?
it's pretty desolate here.
Long shadows, short shadows, quiet shadows of local children, loud shadows drunks, and also a shadow May.
Superstition. We can...
Hi again. So, yes. What?
He nods, enthused.
Goodbye, officer.
A young man,
Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the internally coherent. All core! All right!
he furrows his.
Hardcore! Ah! Is it though? One mind, one spirit. There's no other world. There's.
So yeah, it's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a sticker. You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Good, good. What did you want to know? Yes, you're the 23rd person to get it right. And I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race. He defeated history. We are living in the age of his present moment, and or maybe he's not dead.
He blinks, waiting for the next question.
Simplicity was brought to us by a classical soul artist modernism. Well, the sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing. Not alone. Many people, I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
Iya Ci. Ini gue udah ngelek-ngelek parah ini. Takutnya kalau main yang FPS gede-gede tuh agak jadi kocak aja.
Weird wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign.
Kita streaming tuh seru ya, gue baru tahu.
Kind of goes head first into the supernatural.
The People's Republic of Samara is a product of Revachel's sister revolution on the Grand Isola. It's known as a severely degenerated rogue state.
Most of it doesn't exist, but there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist, because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders,
Ini game Disco Elysium sih. Kayak RPG text based gitu. Jadi kayak main game RPG cuman kayak lu baca novel lah istilahnya. Cuman dikemasnya dalam bentuk RPG. Beneran lu kayak baca novel anjir. Terus jadi detektif gitu kayak pusing banget. Dari kemarin gue mau jabal main game gue.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Ini gue kasihin sama kalau misalnya gue nge-stream mic gue gak jelas. Aduh, mic gue dari headset doang. Webcam gue udah kayak webcam bokep aja. Patah-patah kayak high quality, ya Allah. Ngerasain sih gue kalau streamer. Gue tuh dulu ngerintis dari ya, itu dia. Inilah gue. Visual focus. Ya kan, bapaknya aneh kan? Ini aja webcam bokap gue, Ci. Gue ambil anjir. Gue kayak iseng gitu, coba kali ya. Tak-atik. Tes. Gue udah gak ada webcam lagi. Dulu tuh ada, cuman udah rusak. Dan itu aja lebih buruk pada ini. Buat beli webcam yang agak pricey sebenarnya nggak tahu penting banget buat sekarang. Kecuali kalau gue bener mau mulai kayak streaming gitu. Nah ini aja gue cuma coba doang. Gue juga nggak tahu bro. Tiba-tiba gue kayak kepikiran ada webcam di monitor bokap. Terus gue kayak lagi bingung gitu, nggak apa-ngapain. Cobain aja deh. Coba nyolok terus download OBS. Penasaran sih, emang gue dari kemarin emang bilang belum pernah nyoba gitu loh kayak bener nge-stream. Se-nge-lag apa sih? Ternyata kalau main game casual gini masih dapet lah. Tapi kalau udah main harusnya CS gue masih bisa sih kalau nggak nge-lag. Soalnya kalau main Valorant udah nggak bisa. Itu gue main tanpa streaming aja. Tau sendiri lah. Udah bad memories tuh, udah nggak perlu dibahas ya.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them. A dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side.
Iya. Cuma pertanyaan nih, siapa yang mau nonton? Kadang lu streaming Valorant yang gak ada yang nonton. Bagi game-game aneh. Kayak gini cuy. Allah. Siapa yang mau nontonin game ginian?
The sun
Tidur duluan aja.
high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon.
Iseng aja gue, tiba-tiba kayak Jelaskan.
A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillade.
Archive.
Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air, the lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the failed R&D center down the coast, as their building was taken over by the revolutionaries.
Or maybe...
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Commandant.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures. Behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric. Now, a row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall. With another 7 a cold sea behind this.
Lu cari orang yang di Indo main-main game aneh tuh cuman gue anjir. Gak ada orang, jarang kalau liat YouTuber gitu. Jawabannya sampai bingung, Bas, lu nemu game itu dari mana sih? Research, bro. Gue gak suka sih game-game kayak gini. Si RPG, kalau mau tahu klasik RPG tuh entah kenapa gue kayak hooked up banget sama kayak gitu tuh. Padahal gue gak suka baca buku, baca komik sih dulu. Baca novel tuh gue paling ogah nih. Itu dong ada apa-apaan. Kelas RPG kayak belai. RPG kayak did. Gue anak roleplay banget sih asli, gila. Kalah jauh aja. Roleplay parah gue, role playing games. Seru ya streaming ya, interaksi gitu sama chat dengan aslik. Tapi kalau viewersnya kebanyakan juga yang goblok sih. Kalau 1, 2 masih puluhan itu masih oke deh. Sumpah seru banget sih gabung. Kayak anjing nih. Sebenernya sama aja sih kayak kita kayak di Discord ngobrol gitu. Ya kan? Gitu, tapi kalau lo jadi streamingnya gitu, ya lo kan sering streaming kan? Kayak interaksi sama chat sih bahasanya. Nah. Iya, banyak tuh lu nggak mungkin interaksi sama chatnya, kayak lu bikin show lu sendiri aja udah, yang lain tinggal nonton. Tapi mostly kalau Twitch streamer yang viewersnya nggak banyak ya, mereka tuh bener ngobrol banget, kayak yang nonton tuh ada aja anjir, gue juga bingung. Maksudnya yang nonton ada itu kayak dia tiap live tuh kadang suka dipantengin di apa sih namanya kalau AFK watcher tuh, lupa gue. Jadi streamnya nyalain doang. Kagak balik nih orang. Di sini aja. Oi mas.
Hello. What can I do for you, officer? I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest.
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you to proceed.
Hello, I'm Yellow Man.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow Man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about, after a little probing first.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Ini bahasa ada aja nih gitu. Bener king sih, iya sih.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Degenerates? This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
The what?
Dark times will do that to good men.
Rank lo apa sih sekarang di follow? Immortal kah?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
Send them.
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange.
Still Immortal kemarin terus damn, bah. Susah ya aja Google, sekarang susah banget. Gue semakin banyak, kan ada CS2 tuh udah mau keluar ya. Terus masih banyak perdebatan tuh di video-video Valo apa CS, kenapa CS lebih baik. Terus gue mikir kayak, iya juga ya teori-teori orang tuh. Kayak lu tuh bisa kalah karena gak hoki, ngerti gak sih? Karena semua yang ada di Fallout tuh based on bukan luck sih, kayak random aja gitu, spray random, banyak abilities yang mungkin gak bisa gitu. Iya, dibanding kok kayak main CS itu cuma dikasih granat aja udah kayak 4 molly, granat, flashbang sama smoke. Ya kan, fundamental lo di situ aja. Jadi gimana caranya lu bisa apa namanya? Bisa lebih apa namanya? Bisa menang gitu. Itu harus ngelatih ini lu apa namanya? Individual skill kayak mekanik lah. Karena semuanya tuh raw. Iya, kayak lu misalkan miss spray nih. Berarti kan lu gak biasa, maksudnya belum biasa sama recoil kan kalau di CS. Berarti ada caranya ya, latihan recoil. Kalau di Valo nggak bisa. Imagine lu udah ceiling sama nih, bener jago. Terus timingnya lu lagi ketemu berdua, mau lagi duel. Dua-duanya nge-spray timingnya sama. Cuman lu kalah hoki sama dia, kayak pelurunya lebih masuk ke kepala lu, kan kocak anjing. Padahal dua-duanya lu timingnya sama, spraynya sama, tapi lu gak hoki gitu loh. Itu gue sering banget bikin teori di kepala gue tuh, kayak ini bener juga ya, selama ini gue main tuh ngerasain tuh kayak banyak banget gak hoki dah di Fallout tuh. Unlucky factor tuh ada aja. Walaupun lu udah lu udah mekanik udah gila dah, empal terus ya kan. Kalau di CS nggak ada bro, nggak ada CS. Iya kan, lu mati lawan dia duel karena lu mau wave aja, copo aja gitu, lebih cacat daripada dia. Musuh lebih jago berarti, atau misalnya lu bunuh musuh berarti lu lebih jago. Simple aja gitu kalau CS. Kalau Valorant tuh enggak semuanya kan. Karena udah pasti kalau misalnya lu ngomongin top high rank-nya, itu ceiling mereka udah pasti udah sama. Semuanya sama faktornya, game sense sama, aim udah sama. Mungkin jam terbang juga playtime udah sama. Jadi buat ngebandingin yang menang yang kalah dari faktor hoki enggaknya kan enggak jelas anjing. Udah mana makin banyak agennya. Iya kan? Udah kayak League of Legends aja lama. Kayak main MOBA bukan kayak main FPS. Gak jelas.
He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be a really good one?
Dan mungkin Valo, gue rasa bakal jadi the next League of Legends sih. Orang game gitu-gitu aja sampai sekarang, sampai nanti juga sama aja. Soalnya kayak nggak ada yang bisa diimprove gitu loh. Kecuali mereka add more agent atau something new gitu. Mereka kenapa entah kalau CS sama Dota tuh otentik banget game-nya, dia punya soul gitu, gue bingung. Kayak ada jiwanya anjir game-nya. Soalnya gue semuanya udah mainin, kecuali League of Legends sih gue belum pernah main, cuman nggak playtime hour itu nggak sebanyak kayak gue main Dota, main CS. Karena kayaknya hampir semua game gue mainin dah, asli nih mah. Gue tuh dari SMP main Dota, main CS, dan main itu bukan yang kayak cuman 5 jam, 10 jam, kagak, harus 100 hour. Kayak total playtime gue semua game tuh hampir kayak setahunan lebih gitu. Jadi setiap game gue udah at least udah kayak ngehit average, di atas average ranknya. Jadi gue kayak mostly udah paham gitu sama semua game. Name it lah, apaan ya, CS, Dota, Overwatch, Valorantnya gue main 2 tahun. Iya kan, mostly game kompetitif tuh. Kecuali League of Legends sih, gue main awal-awal doang. Ih, gue juga bingung. Kayak gue bisa main semuanya gitu. Karena dari dulu gak tau sih, gue kayak kalau main tuh nggak bisa, penasaran orangnya pengen jago, at least bisa mainnya lah, gak cupu-cupu amat. Jadi kayak gue seriusin gitu. Sebenarnya bego sih, kayak wasting time aja. Tapi karena gue udah main semua, gak penasaran, jadinya ya udah, nggak perlu ada yang cari lagi. Udah tahu apa yang udah tahu bakal gimana.
Well, this is that racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
Oh yeah, he's definitely one of us. Smart one too. Tactical. He might very well know how to turn back time. Ask him.
No problem at all.
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when the lieutenant isn't here, if you can remember it. Return without the lieutenant. For this, your balance organ thinks it's a waste of time.
My mug? Why would you think that? Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone. Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you? Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
Beli. Jadi di sale kemarin tuh gue beli 3, berapa game ya? 4 kalau nggak salah. Hitungannya gratis sih, karena gue dari CS mau game beli Steam Wallet-nya. Gue tuh total dari cash CS tuh kemarin bisa sampai 300-400 ribu anjing total skin cash. Gak skin sih, case semua mostly. Jadi case gue jual-jualin, terus gue beli game pasti Steam Summer Sale. Jadi hitungannya gratis sih, gue nggak bayar sama sekali. Spacer pun gue keluar anjing. Dan yang game yang gue beli, game-game kayak gini semua.
Officer, please. Let me explain. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked.
Tuh kan bener dia orangnya.
Lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
Iya kan? Soalnya gara-gara case CS itu gue bisa dapet. Mana tuh berapa ya? 200 sampai 300 anjing. Nyampe kali. Malah waktu naik harga case-nya, si Akmal pernah ngecek inventory gue bisa sampai 800-900 ribu. 800 sampai 900 tuh, bayangin aja anjing. Dan sayang waktu itu gue belum kan di CS gue kan di akun satu lagi ya. Dan itu gue nggak pernah beli game apa-apa dan nggak pernah isi sistem wallet. Jadinya nggak, gue harus nunggu berapa minggu dulu buat ACC Steam Guard. Harga marketnya keburu turun. Jadi rugi deh. Bener emang waktu itu satu case saya bisa 30.000 aja, lebih malah. Sementara gue banyak banget. Tuh kalau lu scroll di inventory gue tuh CS bisa banyak banget loh ini. Bisa 4 slot kali ya buat cash doang. 3 apa 4 slot.
Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Itu... Iya. Ibaratnya kayak gue udah bertahun-tahun, bukan ya berhour-hour main CS, kasih hadiah sama Geben ini loh. Iya, Steam Guard-nya belum nyala. Terus kayak harus nunggu seminggu. Konsep tuh berapa hari ya? 13 hari. Lama banget anjing. Dan harus pakai nomor lain lagi. Akhirnya pakai nomor adik gue.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
What sound? Really? There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds and whatever was left in them. Tambourines and condom wrappers, plastic and glass bottles.
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded.
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
Does this mean you were in his apartment, admiring his colonial mug collection? Perhaps it would be interesting to tell him.
Sure do, officer.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
In my home. Yes. When I was going to... How did you know? Mr. Clare unlocked my apartment? So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back.
Oh, ini apartemen dia. I don't even know what this is about.
Of course. I won't do it again.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door opening operation.
Composure. Sebelum dice check, kita Kita naikin dulu persentasenya. Yang menggunakan baju yang composure. Aduh, kayak ada minus deh kok. Action speed, perception, traversing 5.
Always a pleasure. I mean, officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath. Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
Oh.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did, and I didn't want you to know.
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
No, you've got explaining to do.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat. But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But...
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
I'll explain later. Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them. So only the...
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you were tiny.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
They were thoroughly conservative.
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore.
This is all he knows.
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word.
Fucking A. Interesting.
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash.
That over there must be the boy class you told us about. The one she hid her passport in.
Ooh, hidden things. You lift the boy out of the water without much effort. It's not tied to anything. The cords dangling from the bottom appear to have been... There's something in there, splashing around. The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it close, but only just barely. The brittle metal of the latch has cracked.
Simple construction. Very unsafe.
Oke, Ci, aman. Thank you for lurking, anjay. Semoga lu kalau udah sawernya harus nyawer, Ci. Gitu, Ci. Good night, brother.
A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out, some algae, and nothing else.
Well done. I have no idea. Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope. In my experience, cryptids are generally uninterested in travel documentation.
You could ask the miss what she thinks, later, if you have the time, though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
We still got here too late. There's nothing of use here anymore.
Legendary.
Yes, what is it?
The young man.
This is hardcore. It's hardcore! Skibberdee. Back to the head. Hardcore! It's hardcore! Skibberdee. We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore! Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G before the H. Or maybe it's not Gotvalian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to...
You know about him?
You know Van Eyck? Wow!
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
So am I! So am I!
Oh! Is that why they call you Egghead? Because...
Egghead to the mega! The K became the G! The boy became the man! The Advent? We're close. True! Hardcore! Yeah!
This young man, or maybe
The Y to the E! Yeah!
he missed one A.
I'm the hard rhyme. True, hard, full, hardcore, yeah!
This young man, or maybe
The one, yeah!
he missed one.
It's nice to be important.
Huh? I see you're here again. Offside, man. Did I mention Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align. I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do. The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. I can see that. Further sign matching would do good for us.
Hi again. So, I think...
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies. Well, he's just kinda here.
The man smiles. I get it. He's a puzzle.
He's a quiet man, mostly
Interesting, sire. A bit like you, then. An MC for short.
Main character.
Yes. Goodbye.
Hello again.
Empathy. So what? Already.
Hello again.
The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns.
You're back. Good. What can... More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What is all of this?
What world? Of bodies of water. There is a term of Elysium. Not in this case, no. That sounds more like something the Mesk petrofascists might say.
The Confederate Republic of Mesk, the world's largest state by territory, has fallen into an especially nihilistic strain of nationalism lately.
It isn't enough to call us animals. They're like you and I suppose. Living organisms don't identify with abstractions. Elysium is for it does. A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petrofascists. I am, after all, bourgeois and female. Hardly these are unimportant for the big time, the revolution. It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating.
Oh, and
She likes the totality of it.
indeed. Did they ever? Before, yes. Oh, lots. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad. Yes. King Guillaume, him and tens of thousands of his... The liberals got the mineral right. They didn't...
We.
To foreign intervention. The coalition...
There is...
The moral... At least this is...
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern.
Of course.
Rooty toot.
That's the way of history. The turn of... The revolution... It wasn't a who. It made people... Of course.
It was a funny...
From Revachol. Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control. Modernity.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Time flies. The 20s saw a decade of urban... The 30s?
All that untaxed income must have fueled.
Yes. And quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. Welcome to reality, baby.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can...
We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we'd played it right. Good question. What would you have done differently? And you would have died, most likely. Not...
The cold runs down your spine. She gestures toward the waters. The wind, a dog bark.
Good. Not that it would have mattered. In the end, the commune... They are what they... Anyway.
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer. She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind. Haven't you heard? I am a nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. One of those who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. We surrendered the nation to the financier.
In her green eyes you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
A devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of...
That dialect is Ubisunt. You recognize it's a quote from somewhere, a play written way back in the Franco-Nigerian century.
I hope we're able to honestly, when the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. Nothing's settled. It simply fades away. Like a lover who has lost their faith. Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else? More lessons in basic glad to...
With corpse.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmered. Oh? Who? Okay. When did this person stay here? Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning. Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can... Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Tequila sunset. Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Tequila sunset.
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed.
scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is gonna crack the case.
Yes. Yes.
The stone kicker.
He looks just like me.
The boy does. The rock kicker was.
You're bad with kids. Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Hello, mister. Luby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can, but then
Kids.
Bye!
Luby. Ruby, bro. So I can't solve the church mission, but I think I should go back to Everett. Is that the case?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel.
The hell?
The payphone hangs mute. The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer slides out to the drawer.
Apa naikin version? Really? Don't have anything. This version ini. Yo, shit's almost full. Basically, I already found everything again. Okay.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Rhetoric. That would be doable, I presume.
You're back before the cargo container. And as it's always been, it's impossible to open it. before the cargo container. Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, the door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again. Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Ahoy! Come on in!
You can't be serious. Yes?
The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review. Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter
What is this?
in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Dug in the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he said.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen? Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Tidur, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual.
Mr. Diodor, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
Pleasure to meet you, Harrier Dubois. I must admit, the name suits you very well.
Thanks, bro. Mr. The Boy. Lihat di chat. Anjay. Lihat di chat. Itu udah habis komunikasi. Coba keju.
Could you please stop asking people for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think they only have coins for coffee machines.
Pakai sirup madu apa? Maple. Kayak cair banget sih. Apa? Kok kayak pakai keju sih? Kayak pakai keju. Han? Oh, untung nggak di mousepad gue. Lihat nih. Gue sih ya lo anjing.
Here's 3 real.
Aduh dikasihin.
How much can you get for this? You're welcome. You know.
Hah? Mau sini dong? Itu sawer. Saweria, lo nggak tau Saweria?
Saweria apa?
Bro. Ini orang-orang. Donation lah ini istilahnya. Donation bukan sawer.
Maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
Bro.
Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think. By the way, let me now ask you a question.
In the very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom of Surens, a precursor of a modern Sur-le-Clair, used to own the city of Revachol, an obscure detail in the bigger picture, but still worth dropping.
Well, as we say in my circle, one person's crushing business failure. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is smart, you know? It also provides a means to hide from luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, bail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit, don't get me wrong. They're nice things, but once you achieve a certain level of wealth, your time and mental space becomes...
He speaks from the heart. He has very different problems compared to low net worth individuals, such as...
Go right ahead.
Conceptualization. Man.
Thanks for stopping.
It's on.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
If business planning were really your strong suit, you probably wouldn't be a cop.
He should what?
The volunteer police force. And why would I do that? I don't believe in hand still. Tell me.
The latest technological wonders.
If I could interject, the RCM's problems are mainly structural. We are hamstrung by a lack of clear lines of authority, and our system of performance...
I think...
Yes, that's precisely what we need.
Hell no! The thing about investing is that the less work you have to do, the better. Don't...
The lieutenant's disappointment is...
Now, was there anything else I could help you gentlemen with? It was a fair...
Whatever. Wait, I can't...
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here, yes. Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellow. Oh, that...
Told you.
Mr. Everett doesn't really want me to talk to people about union guys. But the night guard, ooh, he's a peculiar fellow. He's the strong, silent type, you could say. We talk all the time, but I don't really know much about him. He plays petanque with my old human studies teacher, Mr. Martin, down at the plaza. I think he's the only fellow who actually knows old Renee. They lived on the same street their entire lives. Even dated the same girl on and off for as long as I can remember. Strange fellows. Mr. Martin was always real nice to me and... Sure. Who did you have in mind? Who do you mean, mister? I don't know anyone like...
He really feels very uncomfortable discussing matters related to Everett with you.
Sure, mister. What can Leo do for you?
Mr. Dubois, I prefer my police mega-rich light-bending guy. Oh my god, how did that get in there? Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega-rich light-bending guys. Honestly, Harry, we might be moving a spot of drugs through this harbour, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect. No, they're not. They're vermin, and one just found a way inside my container.
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in his container town.
My. She's quite the looker, Harry. You can't imagine how pleased I am the two of you are reunited. Tell me, was it difficult to convince the pigs to give it up? I guess you're right, Harry. I appreciate you coming back to report on your... Great! You want to bounce something off your old friend, Mr. Clare, right? Absolutely, Harry.
Should I tell him? Should I tell him? Everything I should maybe.
This is the chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of... Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia? Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else. The imagined dazzle of light overwhelms any list of potential side effects.
I'm not here to tell you what to do, Detective.
You take the painkillers. They are yours now. You stand and exit the booth. This is the night watchman.
Brit.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
Oh, hello, dear.
You know, to hell with it. Let's have more cryptids.
Of course, officers. Is there a particular gnome of Jeroma? Oh, it was a couple of... It's still...
If the
alas, instead...
Alas. Always alas, and then it was gone.
I understand. Of course, dear.
Hey, was there something you need?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging.
Speak Revacholian? We speak Suren. There is no such thing as the Revacholian language. But don't worry.
The cook is still smoking.
Good thing he didn't understand a word of your stupidity.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door. He smiles. It's almost like music. You see the old cobalt. It leads to the door does not.
The Coppernado is back. What do you want? Yeah? What? Anything else you want, Cobb?
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Kenapa? Composure.
Hi again, gendarme.
It's the sports. He's a
Bye-bye, gendarme.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush, and this window is pristine on the inside. Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. A two-hearted spider. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. %, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies. Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective. None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez? According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, detective. 700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Too far.
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. 1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to... Oh,
Did you take the documents?
no, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance.
They couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure I was not followed. And I've told no one but you. You mentioned seawater? I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away. Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear. She slowly... The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Bartley 16.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. You kick it, gung-ho style, entering the premises.
All right, let's trash the place.
Your foot is ready to explode. This kind of stuff would hurt, if not for you not caring about little things like that. The door receives a thorough disciplining, and it doesn't even hurt.
Suck on that, door.
Bent metal, broken glass. You are the destroyer, the bane kudos. The same small, heavy door, no lock in sight. This time, something cracks inside. It is an unbelievably satisfying sound.
Nice.
Filling you with a belief in your own body.
Well, sounds like this time the property damage was at least resultive. Would it hurt to look in? I don't know about that.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new. 3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer, this isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. This print is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It is not a brand sole with logos on it. It seems custom-made or old-fashioned.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
It means someone snuck through what seemed like a secret route, leading to the roof, from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant. This prints, officer, could be the prints of our killer.
This seems to be some kind of workshop. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel? There are machines left over.
A creak.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the artists bang away at it. If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition.
At some point,
See? I did something.
Over there, in the corner, not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Lit, a phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really.
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats, a classic. A little. Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. Reads, get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak. The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the areas around the playfield represents Gordy's climb. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 go finger.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was. The kind of a guy who uses the word savages, an avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent. He also hit his wife and kids, other people's kids too. But you seem to be having fun.
Your game is suddenly a special passage leading to the summit, maneuvering a goat board into the words pale rupture.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends.
There's so much. This can be navigated. You're down to your last goat. You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the pal is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever. The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing. This small elevator smells of nougat, and the maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88. This elevator must have been used to transport pinball machines to and from the upstairs workshop. There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency. A small steel plaque reads, Halter 800.
That it does. I say, let's brave it. At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
Seems so, although it's...
You see a heavy steel door with...
There must be a key somewhere. Probably somewhere in the whirling. It's not too important. We can get in and out using the roof door.
Why is it locked? Tuh. Dia kan punya...
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linen.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural.
Yeah.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of you catch the lieutenant.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation. Lie.
Yes, we demand she be punished. She's slow.
Sure. The record. Yeah? Oh. Do you think Ruby could have gotten in that way? To the roof? She could have come up through there.
It's possible.
She keeps looking at the door with a worried expression. The wind ruffles her hair.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Tumblr. Enggak, kamu nggak perlu.
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips.
Do you think this is somehow related to Ruby passing through there? Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
It's very hard to believe that she'd do something like that, but... No, I don't know. I just don't know about this, officer. She could have. Maybe she did. Or maybe it's been there for a long time. The local kids use it or something. Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun. Mm-hmm. All right.
She looks at the chipped...
Pretty. Looks like a dried Maybell. All right.
Hey.
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Another thing. Great. I love those. Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building. Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she?
What? Did someone mention my name?
We were just paying you a compliment. And finding out a degenerate from room 3 nicked the phone line. Everything is okay here. Good thing that guest pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it. Was there anything else? Oh, okay, well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back here.
Okay, what is back there? Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean. No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He was wondering about something business-related, about how much money he could make off one.
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
Everyone knows of it. I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling. Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
Some real estate management company, they never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved. Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area. I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that. Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song. Hail, Holy Queen by the Ateniers.
Good pick.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Against the doom.
So, if you didn't have anything else to... What wall? I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face.
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my stuff. The establishment will look at it.
Well, he's definitely not lying.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine. See that it's covered.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry. Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there some... Yes?
Itu siapa sih? Oh, benar. Kuno. Back to Kuno. Kuno. Fuck Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't...
+2 empathy. Yes. Authority, logic, suggestion. Nah.
Fuck does Kuno care?
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno gonna fuck...
Normal is not what we got here.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in? Shit. Get the fuck out.
You can't do that, Kuno.
Pigs can't. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? It's a vitamin pig.
You could use some.
Okay, what?
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away that...
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna...
That's where Kuno gets his day...
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his king. Kuno... Fuck does Kuno care?
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S. Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done some... She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno, all in all, Kuno
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about.
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him. Kuno, I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit.
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips. Fuck. She can read lips. You should cup your mouth.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark. Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out. I dunno, someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit, doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno. Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho, cat burn and shit. She does the real deal. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right, she's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488.
488. The criminal code doesn't go higher than 190.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's got her under control. Kuno keeps her calm.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children.
Damn, bro.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes. Kuno falls silent.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah?
Don't move your head. Just from the corner of your eye, look at her. The kid is just that now. A kid. Kuno. Don't. Though her friend spoke too low for her to hear. Kuno
Fuck knows. She says it's the Song of Air People or some shit. Crazy people.
It's Suruese. The Suru are an indigenous ethnic minority. You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Suruese, sure. Interesting things aren't important. Only your cop thing is.
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her, you threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand? Alright, now we can do business. Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Remember when you tried to get Kuno to hook you up? We can get on that now. If you run a little errand for the Kuno, me and you, Kuno's gonna hook you up with illegal narcotics. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded. Yeah, did you fucking there? That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno...
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too. Would
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Yeah, to the both of you, watch your ass in Kuno's town. Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Dirty Popo Man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can... Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
Like half. A baggy, but like in...
That's half a gram.
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not? Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant, grade A shit.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Okay, Kuno's listening. Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything. Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here? Okay then.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
A kilo. So many hidden place to access. But pretty much unlocking those. It's interesting actually.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Because this is no ordinary, all the other... Oh, Wallfather, Huh? He sounds... Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her.
Sure. If you must.
Which apartment is he talking about? Cape Side.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges. A shabby door hangs oddly on its snip. The cut.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Attaboy, the world's secrets were made. A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. You pocket the bottle as if... A bundle of clothes heaped. In the dark, it looks like a nest.
What should happen if I kill him? I'm curious. I mean...
Bundle of clothes. In the dark, something underneath there is breathing. Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit. You don't have to take him down. He's already down. Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body.
I'm afraid it is. Look. It moves.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by next door is a gasp. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle.
Well, judging...
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest.
No, it really doesn't. This looks very hard to recover from. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight. Look, he's trying to communicate.
The man groans once again, and then falls back again, limp.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side. We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The arms sauce would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
Years. Not the pile of blankets grunts miserably.
Fuck does Kuno care? Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way. Alright. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him. Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major.
Major fucking choice.
Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit.
It's hard to see how not giving a boy a bag of amphetamine would cause some catastrophic cascade response.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno? Alright. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we getting our business on, the pig throws it all away.
I told you he can't be trusted.
Relax, see? We got plenty of kilo. Kilo underground, in the tree. This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How are you gonna make this up to the Kuno, huh?
There is genuine disappointment below the act, sire. In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable.
Fuck right there, where?
You can guess.
Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink. Fuck that shit. Kuno's gonna move underground. Lead I am shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
The fuck do you know about? Yeah!
6 meters underground. Below.
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse.
It doesn't work.
She must repeat it. Use every chance to confirm that version of reality.
Kuno doesn't.
The woman with charcoal burn.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my... What for? Well, if it's for art... But what kind of art are we talking about? Let me stop you right there, Piggy. You have no idea, do you? No idea. No brush? Fuck off. There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you suck in life and in everything. Can't you tell? I haven't really started it. Yeah? Thanks.
She means you've lessened her desire to deface the building.
I ain't no snip.
Actually,
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. What did you think I was?
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo.
Conceptualization.
Why does art inspire you so much? Excellent question. In short, have you looked in the mirror lately? To be honest, yes. You seek substance. Know exactly. It's not go ahead and...
Perle des Berdirs. Perle des Berdirs. Oh. Alright, boys. That's for today. GG's. See you later, alligator. How do I...